Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Literature and Literature. So the exam is nearing and of course there will be people who wouldn't have really completed the syllabus, and there will be people who would be like, very panicky about all of this, that syllabus ही नहीं हुआ है, कैसे निकलेगा exam, है ना? Trust me with one thing, completing or not completing the syllabus hardly matters. I'll tell you why. I will give you reasons why you should be confident enough, even if you do not have the right kind, if according to you do not have the right kind of knowledge set, है ना? पहली चीज, first thing, whatever you've studied, there's a fair chance the examiner is not going to use that book to set the question paper, right? Second thing is that even if you study, even if you manage to complete the whole syllabus, because that is usually the case, we try to complete the whole syllabus. Even if you do that, you won't remember, and ultimately, not just you, somebody else who is trying to complete the whole syllabus, that person might not remember. So you basically, both of the people, one who has not done the entire syllabus and the one who has done the entire syllabus but not revised properly, are almost on the same level. Trust me with that. Revision will give you that edge. Your revision is going to get you through, right? So let's start. I'll tell you one thing. See, if you have done British, of course, that's a said rule. Everybody knows this now, that British theory and criticism, if you've done, you have a fair chance of getting through, right? There are two reasons for this. British, of course, the questions are so difficult nowadays. They'll ask you such depth. But this portion, questions are still easy. This is what I've seen. Questions are still easy from this portion, and you can really, really score marks. Go for the previous year questions. I've said this umpteen times now. I think PYQs are something that we usually ignore. I don't know why we do that. Even I did that, but do not do that. This will give you edge. PYQs will give you an edge over others who are just relying on coachings and books. Because as I said, uh, they in the PYQs, the latest previous year questions usually are not updated, uh, either by the coachings or by those books that we study, है ना, जो single line में they give you information. So everybody, if they're studying that, we have to study something that they're not studying. Now, of course, don't go into the depths of stuff, because don't do that. You will not be able to remember. Our ultimate focus is to, our ultimate goal is to be able to remember things, to be able to apply logic in the examination hall, and get through. you know when I gave my exam, net ka, I had no this thing ki I would get through. After coming out of the exam hall, I was almost like, yeah, God knows what kind of paper had come, because they were more logical questions, rather than I would say, uh, questions based on memory. This time that was the case. I saw that they were interested in asking you if you understand metaphysical poets, or if you understand what, who was it, I think Sartre, or no, yeah, this one, Franz Fanon, sorry. Franz Fanon. What kind, they were not interested in asking you if you know his works or not. They were interested, do you know what kind of writing he was writing, or what kind of ideology he had, right? So focus on concepts. I would say that. I wouldn't have said that like 2 years ago, because, as per what I saw, the questions were like, really, you had to have the memory of stuff. Also, if you cannot really memorize, that's fine, because perhaps the other person who has memorized is going to forget in the exam, right? It's ultimately, you have to just believe in you. It's like, you can't really be thinking कि दूसरे इंसान ने तो, he would have done everything, and I am the one who hasn't done anything and I don't remember. Even that person is a human. You are a human. If you've studied well, you do not have to worry about anything. Trust me. I know is time pe, you'll feel that, you know I don't have the time, I don't have the kind of energy left, and I'm trying but I'm failing, exhausted and everything. That's fine. This is a very random video that I'm recording, because I the people who are connected with me, I just wanted them to know that it's okay. And if you worked hard now, nothing can stop you. I know the question paper is going to be, it is always a surprise. Even for me, it was a surprise in the examination hall. It is going to be a surprise. Your focus should be on maintaining that calm, that composure in the exam. and that's it. Rest, we don't have it in our hands, right? We don't know if we are left with two options out of four. We don't know if we'll get the right one or not. We can't help that. What we can help is not wasting the time that you have. You have 1.5 months, right? You have 1.5 months, almost. Let's just consider that our exam would happen on like 15 June. I mean, that is what we can assume. I think it will happen around somewhere at that time. But um focus on studying, because competitions, I believe, is a game of mind, not a game of knowledge. Because to be able to perform in those 3 hours, in those 3 stressful hours, it is a big task. You're not able to think properly because of course you're nervous, you're everything, you do get nervous. That's normal. But trust me with one thing. um if you get nervous, if you are not able to think clearly, then it will be difficult. Just let it be na. Kya ho jayega? more more than anything, you will not clear the exam. It's okay. It will again happen in December. Do not stress yourselves about a single exam. I know it's very easy for me to say that right now. Even I was very stressed. I understand you completely, but because now that I've cleared it, I know. Even towards the end, I felt that towards the end, I lost all confidence. I mean, I'd studied very very hard. I can't even tell you how hard I studied, but towards the end, I had lost confidence because all these mock tests that I was seeing. Telegram पे groups होते हैं. You go through them and then you see, oh my god, 50% लोगों ने सही किया, मैंने गलत कर दिया. ये तो मेरे साथ कुछ ज़्यादा ही होता था. आपका फोकस होना चाहिए ऑन नॉट डूइंग रॉन्ग दोज क्वेश्चंस विच वर इन द प्रीवियस ईयर्स, राइट? इट्स ओके. आई मीन, हमें क्या पता यार कि बाकी लोगों ने देख के नहीं किया था, या तुक्का लग जाता है कई बार. सो डोंट बॉदर योर सेल्स, क्योंकि वो मॉक टेस्ट जो मैंने दिए ना, मैं टेस्ट नहीं दिए थे, पर वो टेलीग्राम पे मैं कई बार वो MCQ सॉल्व कर देती थी. दैट वुड रियली फ्राइटन मी, बिकॉज आई वुड ऑलवेज बी लाइक, यार 60% लोगों ने सही किया, मेरा कैसे गलत हो गया, है ना? So that would keep coming. You don't have to be very bothered about it. You never know what the exam would be like. You never know how it can favor you. Maybe questions come from what you have studied in your graduation or post graduation. You never know that, right? Do not lose your calm. That is going to be bad. Focus, study. We can only study and give the exam, right? We can't really control the uncontrollable, right? I mean, I believe in the fact, I believe in destiny, and I really believe that what happens for the good. So just let go of things. And I understand, when you have failures on your head, but the burden of the failure, you are hesitant, and you are a little, you doubt yourself. But you know what? 100 questions cannot determine how much you know. 150 for that matter, they cannot determine that, right? And it is a matter of luck. I mean, I can't say कि हाँ मैंने तो फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में क्लियर किया, मैं तो बहुत इंटेलिजेंट हूँ या कुछ नहीं. I have been lucky. I have been lucky. So luck is going to play a role, and you can't avoid it. Just be relaxed about it. Whatever will happen for the good. If you can't clear it, I'm sure you'll get somewhere good. And if you can, that is of course good. And you know it's just an eligibility test, and you will clear it today or tomorrow. I mean, of course, it won't be कि कभी होगा ही नहीं ना, ऐसा तो कभी भी नहीं होगा. That won't happen unless of course your strategy is wrong, which of course you can see my videos. um how you go about it. I've told you, revise and revise. And revision shouldn't be कि हाँ अपनी नोटबुक खोल के आप देख रहे हैं कि हाँ ये भी याद है, ये भी याद है. That is not how it has to be. It has to be like, um, आंखें बंद की, राइटर का नाम भी पढ़ने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़नी चाहिए, क्रोनोलॉजी में तो याद करना ही है. सो यू शुड हैव द क्रोनोलॉजी इन माइंड, यू शुड नो द वर्क्स इन माइंड. यू शुड बी नीडिंग अ notebook for revision. That is not how you revise. I mean, of course initially you would do that, but later on you should reach a level where you don't need to do that. अब you will think कि यार कब रिवाइज करेंगे, अभी तो इतना सिलेबस पढ़ा है. छोड़ दो जो पढ़ा है, क्योंकि वो अब याद भी नहीं होगा. अगर आप तुम पढ़ भी लोगे, वो याद नहीं रहने वाला है एग्ज़ाम तक. सो रादर फोकस ऑन व्हाट यू हैव डन. आई नो बहुत ही काउंटर इंट्यूटिव साउंड करता है, और बड़ा ही मुश्किल होता है ये काम करना कि सिलेबस पढ़ा है और यू आर स्टिल, यू डोंट रिमेंबर एंड यू हैव सिलेबस टू कवर. लेट इट गो. देयर इज़ अ चांस कि जो पढ़ा हुआ है अभी नहीं कंप्लीट हुआ है, उससे आएगा ही नहीं. देयर इज़ अ गुड चांस ऑफ दैट हैपनिंग. If you're doing British literature, you don't have to start from Chaucer. I mean, of course, you must have done the British age till now. Even if you haven't, it's okay. Start from British literature, but for those who have done it, start from romantic, Victorian, modern, and postmodern, because that is what is going to come in the exam. Har bar they give you hints, right? Now this time they gave you a hint. Even like last year also, they had quite a few questions from modern and postmodern, romantic, and Victorian, and the focus on old and your restoration and all those enlightenment and everything. The focus has been lessening, maybe because maybe they're trying to tell you that, okay, we're interested in modern and postmodern and Victorian and romantic. Do that first. It's okay if you cannot revise the previous ages, but these ages should not be left. I mean, under no this thing, you can't leave these ages. This plus Indian. Earlier, I would have said कि चलो Indian छोड़ दो, कोई बात नहीं. I can't say that this time because Indian had a good number of questions, but something to our relief. Even if you know just the writer, names of the works, that should be good enough. But of course, this time I'm expecting detailed questions from Indian because last time they gave you a hint that, okay, now we are interested in Indian. Now you have to study Indian. Go for Indian. Do the chronology. Do the texts, and yeah, that's it. I think yeah, that should be it for the video. I'm sorry, I don't know if I could cover what I had to, but yeah. So the people who have done this British and theory and criticism, revise. I mean, you people are at a good stage, trust me with that when I tell you British theory and criticism, you are at a really good stage, and you have a fair chance of getting through. आप प्रीवियस ईयर नहीं, पर मॉक्स से थोड़ा बचना है ना इस स्टेज पे. मैं ये नहीं बोल रही हूँ कि मॉक्स करने ही नहीं होते, करने होते हैं, पर इस स्टेज पे नहीं है. आपका कॉन्फिडेंस गिराएंगे अगर आपके सही नहीं हुए क्वेश्चंस. कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, हमें अपना कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं गिराना है. मैं क्या बताऊँ आपको, कॉन्फिडेंस होगा ना तो आपका तुक्का भी सही लगेगा. Trust me with that. And कई चीज़ें they are not explainable, I can't explain, but बी कॉन्फिडेंट. जो पढ़ा है ना, अगर पढ़ाई की है तो कहीं नहीं जाएगी वो. हमें लगता है कि भूल गए, अरे मुझे तो लास्ट क्लास में लगने लगा था कि मुझे कुछ भी नहीं आता, पर ऐसा नहीं होता है. यू विल नो एंड यू विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व इन द एग्जाम, कंसिडरिंग दैट you have studied well and you do not panic in the exam. Panic is fatal. You don't have to panic. और पैनिक करना भी क्यों है यार, जो होना है वो होना ही है. मतलब अब पेपर है तो है, कुछ नहीं हो सकता है ना. नहीं होगा अगली बार ट्राई करेंगे ना यार, हारना नहीं है ना, हारेंगे नहीं. बस यही है. और और क्या है, मतलब हैव दैट फाइटिंग वाली स्पिरिट. मतलब you have to be a fighter, है ना. That is how you're gonna win. It's a long game, a long journey. It's not just net, any competitive exam for that matter. But if we kind of think that मतलब कैसे होगा, मुझे आता ही नहीं है, ऐसे ख्याल लाने क्यों है दिमाग में. आता कैसे नहीं है, आएगा. अगर आपने पढ़ाई की है तो आपको आएगा, और अगर नहीं की है कोई बात नहीं. एवरीबडी मेक्स मिस्टेक्स, एंड इफ़ यू हैवंट स्टडी टू स्टडी नेक्स्ट टाइम. पर ये नहीं करना है कि अभी तो 6 महीने पढ़ेंगे हम, जून का एग्ज़ाम हो जाएगा फिर दिसंबर के लिए पूरे 6 महीने, ऐसा नहीं करना है. क्योंकि 6 महीने मेरे हिसाब से थोड़े कम पड़ेंगे अगर आप कुछ और काम भी कर रहे हैं साथ में. 8 महीने मेरे हिसाब से लगते हैं और लगेंगे इफ़ यू हैव टू क्लियर नेट और JRF फॉर दैट मैटर. थोड़ा सा गेम ऑफ लक रहेगा, क्योंकि थोड़ा सा तो रहता ही है यार ऐसा. मतलब अब कैसे कहूँ मैं, दिस इज़ अ रियलिटी है ना. व्हेन सो मेनी एबल माइंडेड एंड ऑलमोस्ट एक लेवल के बच्चे compete करेंगे तो लक तो मैटर करेगा, है ना. और हाँ, बाकी PYQs पे फ़ोकस करो, ये मैं बहुत बार बोल चुकी हूँ, इसलिए ज़्यादा बोलती हूँ कि मैं नहीं करती थी. और ये मतलब मेरे कम से कम आई थिंक 3 क्वेश्चंस गलत हुए हैं. अगर मैंने रिवीजन किया होता ढंग से PYQs का तो शायद 3 नहीं, अब तो मुझे याद भी नहीं रहा कितना. आई हैव फॉरगॉटन मेरे कितने गलत हुए थे इस वजह से. पर हुए थे कुछ क्वेश्चंस गलत, कि अगर मैं रिवाइज़ करती तो मेरे नहीं होते गलत वो क्वेश्चंस. तो PYQs करने हैं. और लास्ट के अगर आप नहीं कर सकते ज़्यादा, 3 साल के तो बिल्कुल नहीं छोड़ने हैं. यू कांट अफोर्ड टू लीव लास्ट 3 years PYQs. डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस आते हैं और ईजी क्वेश्चंस आते हैं जो नए राइटर्स होंगे, है ना. चलो, that's it. I think I'll record another video about the chronology thing because that is something that they're really focusing on, है ना. All right then. take care and keep studying. Do not lose, I mean, क्या बोल रही हूँ मैं, मतलब don't be disheartened. I mean, whatever will happen for the good, and keep studying, keep going, and enjoy the process, and you will get through, trust me with that.